At Miss Naila Ntei.
Exactly. So now, just want to shout out to everyone that's been hanging out with us. A couple of comments I'm reading over here, and there's a guy. This David Mzalendo is really mad at you, Naila.
Why?
David says,
innocent me.
Naila doesn't like Mount Kenya these days. If that's how she's reasoning with this conversation, then I'm very surprised.
Really?
He's asking, why do we even pay taxes, Basi, if all goodies are going to Nyanza?
But this is the only time it's gone to Nyanza. After how many years?
Yeah?
After, but dear David, see, I don't hate people, man, Kenya. I'm just being fair to the people of Homa Bay.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm just saying, let them also dip their hands in the jar and get something little for themselves.
Well, somebody once said way back that siasa mbaya maisha mbaya. So I guess probably being in opposition has really, isolated certain counties.
It has isolated them, and you know what I mean? Right now, we are happy for them.
Yeah.
Let them get something.
It's true.
I love Mount Kenya. I love Mount Kenya. I have nothing against them. They've been enjoying.
Yeah. Naila, you're speaking facts, because if you're affiliated with the president,
yes,
if the president is from your your community, things happen chop.
Yes, it's true.
We see things.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a bad thing. It's just an observation.
Uhuru made sure that most of the central part of the country was developed.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is this factual?
It is factual, very factual.
Let's
I
get
have
real.
Receipts. I have receipts.
No problem. So we're all in the grey zone, and remember you can stream live on www.spicefm.co.ke. You can also call us 0719 012 600. I'm trying to set up something over here, and it's a very easy conversation, to be honest. Now, if you're just joining us on the grey zone, there you go. Now, all right. So I was just trying to set up this thing.
Before you get there, what is this story? It's very random.
Wow.
It's very, very random. Let me tell you something, Kev.
What's up?
What are people calling Macron's husband?
Are you going to talk about Macron right now on the grey zone? Because I know your stories with him. So,
but he can't even help my life. People are calling out his husband.
Yeah.
How is he gonna help my life? Really?
At his husband?
Yes.
Is that what you actually just? Yo, cut the man some slack. And I did my research. That girl is not a dude.
that guy.
Please, Naila, just let go.
No.
You're sounding ridiculous.
No, seriously.
There are actually women who look like guys. Please. So on the grey zone. I don't want to talk about this.
No, we needed to talk about it because I'm surprised. What are people saying? Is this a fact?
I don't know, man. Those are just stories of the internet. You
know what?
Yeah.
Saying Champions League winners Paris Saint-Germain players are shocked by Macron's husband. Yeah. What's your reaction?
Come on. No. You're not going to take me down that lane. Sour, on the grey zone. Back in the day. Were you easier to sleep with or hook up with in your 20s or your 30s? Guys, the grey zone. Were you easier to sleep with or hook up with while you were in your 20s or your 30s? You're obviously grown right now.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Maybe nice when you're easy to hook up with.
To hook up with.
So Naila, you want to go first?
No, you go first.
I'm
curious.
Yeah?
Yes. I'm curious.
Were you open? Okay, let me rephrase it. Let me make it sound more classy, more mature. Folks, let's be honest. Were you more open to casual hookups, if you know what I mean, when you were younger, or did that come later in life?
I think when you're younger.
Some say women are free and more adventurous in their 20s. While others claim they can be more confident and experimental in their 30s. And of course, some are never that way at all. Whether you call it a phase of freedom, fun, I'm just figuring things out, what really changed? Your mindset, your standards, your expectations. Ladies, were you easier to sleep with in your 20s or your 30s?
Why are you putting the word sleep with?
Men.
Surely.
See, I'm trying to give context. Men, dudes. Was it easy for you to get the chicks when you were in your 20s or your 30s? Ama, it's even easier now that you're in your 40s.
No, I want to know that from men, by the way, before you even go first.
So now, the good thing...
I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
It's a good thing, obviously, we're representing different genders.
Yes.
So let me speak for the guys.
Yeah, at least.
In my 20s...
At least
in my 20s...
In this studio, we're very clear. It's a man and a woman.
So in my 20s, Naila, it was not easy getting the chicks. Okay, I used to get chicks in my 20s.
Okay.
But...
Yeah.
Keyword here, but...
Did you have
it
money?
It was a struggle because like I couldn't further the conversation as much as I wanted to simply because I was broke a lot of the times.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and if I got money from the folks, it was only enough for me. It was not enough for
extra,
like, a whole weekend with this chick. Because when you're meeting up with a chick, obviously the first thing is like, can I get you a drink? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to kick off the conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
So or can I buy you lunch?
Yeah, for me, I never liked the whole lunch thing. You know?
Why?
I was just about the drinks because when my mind is like twisted, the conversation is better.
Okay.
So I can buy her, obviously, like I can buy her like a pizza if she comes over. Yeah, but I never really liked doing the lunch thing.
Okay.
Like I felt like that was so serious. I only did it once with somebody that I dated for some time.
Okay.
But for the hookup, so just like, somebody you're going to go home with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like in my 20s, though, okay, and the chicks that I hooked up with in my 20s liked me because of rugby a lot of the times. Because I used to take them for rugby, the drinks, and I was very masculine, you know what I mean? Like I was rough, I was edgy, I had a lot of muscle, you know what I mean? And I was like adventurous, all those things. I had mad energy, man.
Did you have one girlfriend or more than one?
It depends.
Just tell us.
Like sometimes I'd have like two. Sometimes I'd have like three.
Really?
Now imagine that. Yeah, like it's not a big deal.
In your 20s?
In my 20s, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So I would hook up with girls. I would, of course, do the thing a lot of the times in my 20s compared to now. I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
Simply because I feel like I don't have the energy. And right now I'm in a solid relationship. Like I want to do something long term.
Yeah.
Like I admire people who say they've been married for 40 years. I think it's a good thing.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, so I don't want to be out there wilding too much.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, in my 20s I was adventurous.
Yeah? You're out here?
I was out here. I was as wild as.
Yeah.
I was once asked by my friend, oh yeah, there's this guy who's taking his clients to Dubai. Do you have your passport ready? I was like, yes, I have my passport ready. And she's like, all expenses paid? I said, yes. And off I went. I mean, to date, when I think about it, and I was there for like 4 days.
Yeah.
We went for a rugby match. Today, when I think about it, I'm like, what? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know these people. Honestly, I never met them before. I met them like 2 days before we traveled or something like that to process my passport. And when I think about, I'm like, I was wild and free.
Yeah, you're free.
Yeah.
But let me ask you.
But thank God, nothing bad happened to me.
You're lucky. Let me ask you something. Was it easy to hook up with you now I'm speaking from a guy perspective. Do you think it was easy to hook up with you while you were 20s Naila, or right now, this age Naila?
No.
Which one was
younger.
Easy?
When I was younger.
Oh, right now it's difficult to hook up,
yes,
huh?
Yes.
You sure, Naila?
Oh, you can't just stick with me. Oh, to reach out to me?
Yeah?
Oh,
come on. I just need access to you.
Oh, come on. Oh,
so I just need to approach you.
Ask them. The ones who've tried. Ask them. They will tell you.
Yeah? But what about for chicks generally, for mamas out there, yeah? Do you think it's easy to game a girl when she's younger compared to when she's older?
When you're younger, you don't have barriers. You're more accessible. You're more vulnerable.
Oh, that's a word. Vulnerable. Yeah.
And now I know lots. Like I look at you and I'm like, what are you trying?
No, but I heard some older chicks are kinky. Like they want to do crazy things because they feel like they have resources. She wants to try out things that she hasn't done when she was young. Hence the word MILF.
Hey. That's not for me for sure.
Me, I've seen mamas who are like, yo, they're wild, man. Like, I'm like, whoa, she's in her 50s and she's acting like she's 18.
My God, that's not for me for sure. But you know what?
I know it's not for you, but what about what's out
No,
there?
there are women who are in that wavelength right now. They want to be wild and free because they missed out in their 20s. So let them do them.
I like that.
Yeah.
0719012600 hashtag Spice Drive. Were you easier to sleep with, hook up with in your 20s or 30s? This is for both chicks and guys, but mostly for chicks. Was it easy to hook up with you when you were younger? When you're older?
But when I ask you now, because you didn't tell me that, is it easier to hook up with a chick now in your 30s?
For me to vibe a chick and hook up with her?
Yeah.
It's way easier now.
Easier than when you're in your 20s?
Because I have money, I have social value.
Okay.
You know. And also, I've noticed chicks like they like babas, and I consider myself to be a baba.
Babas.
The Spice Drive, getting you where you need to be.